abundance, and gratitude to all. As I stated to you on many occasions, this has nothing to do with diamonds, gold, oil, copper, none of that stuff that the earth produces. It has nothing to do with that. That stuff is small compared to what these entities, not the complex cell, their creator, is nothing compares to the genetic makeup of so-called black women and her children. There is the number one commodity. That's the number one resource. And we have been blind and distracted from that. Check this out.
Black women were forced to breed, then had their children taken and sold. 1808. America. The transatlantic slave trade is officially banned. No more ships from Africa. Plantation owners panic. The cotton fields of the Deep South need more labor than ever, so they breed human beings like livestock. Virginia becomes the breeding capital of America. Plantation owners build massive farms, 12-foot walls topped with iron spikes. Inside, enslaved men and women are forced to mate with hoods over their heads, so they can't see each other, so they don't form attachments. Ex-slave Maggie Stenhouse described it.
During slavery, there were stockmen. They was weighed and tested. A man would rent the stockman and put him in a room with some young women he wanted to raise children from.
Enslaved men selected for size and strength, forced to father as many children as possible. One man named Luke Blackshear was labeled the giant breeder. He fathered 56 children. Girls as young as 13 forced into childbearing. They worked the fields until they gave birth, returned to work days later. Their children were their owner's property. The law made it official. Any child born to an enslaved woman is automatically enslaved, no matter who the father is. One facility in Richmond became notorious, Robert Lumpkin's compound, known as the Devil's Half Acre. Enslaved men forced to rape women with bags over their heads, watched by overseers, documented like livestock records. Some breeding farms exported 20,000 enslaved people every month. By 1860, enslaved people were worth $4 billion. More than all of America's gold, silver, currency, and southern farmland combined. The southern economy was not cotton. The southern economy was people, bred, bought, and sold. After the Civil War, Lumpkin's compound was sold. Eventually, it became Virginia Union University, a black university, built on the exact ground where black people were bred like animals.
Lumpkin, he had his camp, his farmland was a breeding ground, and it was so bad they called it the Devil's Half Acre. That's how bad it was in there. The conditions, the raping, the sexual violence, the abuse that was going on in that one place, and they called that the Devil's Half Acre. And then now today build a university for black students on that same land. What was taking place with all the children, all the abuse. Are you kidding me? And to look at today and hear our women voluntarily marrying and upholding and uplifting this complex cell whose forefathers put you through some of the most horrific genocidal acts of abuse. This is outright diabolical. This is outright mind French toast blowing. To literally, this is only one era. This is only one era when they decided to literally focus on breeding so-called black people. We were worth more than the cotton, the gold, the diamond, everything. Breeding farms. And y'all literally don't understand the impact that this has on our lives. Currently today, that we are voluntarily handing our children over, our next generation over, for them to be falsely educated, falsely medically evaluated. This is dangerous. This is crazy. This is absurd.
Word, and now half.
All you bed-winching mammy divestors, don't be quiet now. Don't get quiet now, because this one backfired on you. That man turned into a straight Neanderthal with this BLK woman, and y'all don't have anything to say. I'm not one of them. I think that there's ancient people all around the board. I think that ancient people don't have an ethnicity or motherfucking race. But we all know that you bedwenching mammy divestors are a big problem in the community because you act like people can't have bad character because of the color of their skin. This is new hotel footage. This girl is running away from this man. She's literally running away from him, man. We got to do a better job vetting. I bet you she didn't introduce this man to her father. This is what you get when you guys decide to pick people by yourself. This is what you get.
No, I want to add on to that. See, this is what I tell you. Once again, your genealogy is connected to your psychological state of mind. If you don't understand and don't know anything, raping, when you rape someone, this is why boys and girls were raped. When you rape someone, that is the most fastest and quickest way to add trauma to your psyche. The quickest and the most fastest way to add trauma to your psyche is raping. This is why rape was legal. That's why you should get the book When Rape Was Legal, and you understand neurology and you understand the impact that raping had on your consciousness and how it plays a role to this very day right now. Right now. So therefore, it has nothing to do about vetting this individual. It's not about if the father met this individual. It's about the programs in which you have been that has been installed in you, which you have accepted. You have literally, we have accepted, man and female, woman and child has accepted that these people today that share the same blood of yesterday are different from those people from yesterday. They're different from their forefathers. When you don't understand epigenetic gene transfer, they have a sense of entitlement that's within their bloodline that is passed down generation after generation for them to be superior to you, and for you, if you was to ever act out of pocket, that this is the results that they will give, that they will hand down to you, point blank and simple. Why is this not all over CBS and World News like Puff Daddy and Cassidy? Why is that? Or with so many women coming out, oh my God, Puff Daddy's this, he's a monster, he needs to apologize, he this, that, and the third. Puff Daddy had an apology here, and I'm not exonerating him at all. Fuck Puff Daddy here, fuck all of them, to be truthful and honest with you, but I'm not exonerating him at all. But the news cameras found the way to put this all across the news. However, no one seems to be reporting this across the entirety of the news. World News played the clip with Puff Daddy and Cassidy. Why they're not playing this? This man was naked, chasing her. He gripped her up. He was holding her down. He was abusing her. He had other women in Africa that he was sleeping with at the same time while he was sleeping with her. She's not the first one. She knew about this. Y'all keep painting an image of so-called pink-skinned males in a certain light because you are all reincarnated slaves. Every last so-called black woman that wants to deal with them, that think that they are better, that think that they are safe, that think they have a come up by dealing with them, these are reincarnated slaves. These are the slaves that wanted to be a part. These are the slaves that they had convinced that the so-called black people that are in the field, the ones that are picking cotton versus the ones that are in the house. These are the house niggas that you see today that wants to be a part, want to marry, want to have their children. And this goes for male and female. So when you see these males out here talking and saying the same shit, these are the slaves that wanted to be slaves. They want to be a part of their masters' accomplishments. They want to be they want to be accepted by these people. And because you want to be accepted and because you want to live like these people, this is why you can't see the destruction of our race, that you can't see what you are contributing to the destruction, the outright annihilation of your own species, which is treason. And Mother Universe is not going for it no more. So just like males are getting it, females are going to get it. And everyone that opposes universal law, everyone that supports another species over their own species, I guarantee you won't have a good run going forward. I can promise you that. I don't hear none of you. This video, see the difference between her and Cassidy? Let's just say this. Cassie walked away. Puff Daddy didn't kill her. This one went all out because he has an entitlement flowing through his genetics that he has a right to get away, to do what he wants and get away with it. Absolutely. And you should shut up and be happy that it ain't you. And be grateful. And be grateful for anything that they give you. This is sickening. Abundance and gratitude to you all.